disco lights and cheering lines, costumes bright and hopeful signs. We're not alone, this path is wide, with every listener by our side. From training tips to tales that shine, inspiration in every line. We may fall, but we rise again, fueled by community and friends. The road is long, but we belong in this rhythm, in this song. Rise and run, from start to the run. Together we shine like the morning sun. Rise and run, we rise and run. Ooh, we rise and run.
Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a product review. I've never done one before, so kind of bear with me. But you guys know that I've been having hip issues since around late August, early September, and I will say over time it's definitely gotten better. Well, I am doing a 60-day review on the Aletha, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, Hip Hook. This is what it looks like. I know I've kind of talked about it on the podcast, but basically you kind of hook your hip right here and it helps release your psoas and iliacus muscle. And I wouldn't say I'm necessarily perfect at it. I'm still learning it, because this is like one of those things where it takes a hot second for you to kind of continually get it right, because getting the right spot is a little bit hard, but over time it does get easier. But yeah, this is the hip hook. I got it, gosh, right at the beginning of October, and it's now early December. So I will say, with all the hip issues I've been having, I do think this is really, really beneficial. So when your muscles are so tight, your psoas and iliacus muscles, which are the ones right here and on the inside of your hip, they get really tight. So what this does is it hooks in, it puts pressure on those muscles, and then after like 60 seconds or 30 seconds, however long, it helps release it. So when it is flat like this and you kind of lay on it, actually helps release your psoas muscle. But to release your iliacus muscle, this is where the hook right here, the handle right here, kind of helps, because you're going to kind of turn it like this, and it helps get on like one of the harder muscles again, which is the iliacus muscle, because it's so much further inside. It helps put pressure on that, and then it helps release the muscle. And for someone who's been having a lot of hip issues, I'm so happy to say this has been very beneficial for me. It's not the only thing I use. I also use a kind of like one of these rubber balls. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, you can get these on Amazon for like $8. What is it called? But yeah, this right here helps with hips as well, and with kind of releasing those muscles. And I use that as well on the sides here, just kind of like an added help in terms of using this and this. But I know we're just talking about this today, but this is kind of expensive. I got to a point I was getting a little desperate, and I just wanted to be able to run the marathon. So I was like, I'll do anything. Like I said, it does take a few tries to kind of do it. I think starting out, I was doing it probably 4 or 5 days a week. But now I've kind of gotten to the point where I only use it like maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I'm going to kind of put a link down below that is a video from the company that does this. That way you can kind of see it from them on how to use it, because I'm no professional, but they are. So yeah, anyways, let's try this. Okay, so first off, the easiest way to kind of introduce yourself to this product, again, the hook right here. But basically you can go up to a wall, use a yoga block or just the wall itself, and you put the hook on like this, and you can kind of go ahead and release pressure in the psoas and iliacus muscles from there. And it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of introduce yourself to the product, because it is a lot of pressure when you're laying down on it. So at least when you're standing up doing it, it will still help release pressure. It's not as intense doing it that way. At first, that's how I did it, but now I just do it while I'm laying down. but this has been very beneficial for me. I plan on bringing this with me to marathon weekend, as well as the that rubber ball I showed you. These have been very beneficial. This does not go with that product. Although you can buy something similar with it, they also sell it with like a book, so you can kind of learn a little bit more with that. And the emails that they send with the product, basically it just shows you a lot of videos on how to use it and what to kind of do, what to kind of watch out for. Obviously, if you're using it in the hip area and it's giving you a tingling feeling or kind of like a heated sensation, you're not in the right spot. Like I said, it takes practice. I will say, I wish it was maybe like $70 or $80, but again, I'm very happy that I did it. I would probably rate this maybe a 4.5 out of 5 if I had to rate it. You know, I think it's worked for exactly what I needed. Has my issue 100% gone away? No, but it has alleviated a lot of the issue, and so for that I'm very thankful for, and I will continue to use it. Hopefully I'll get to a point where I'm only using it like once a week. That would be really nice. Have I gotten to that? No. Again, I'm using it about 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of the insignia they have right here. There we go. So that is Aletha or Aletha, I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of my review. I get a 4.5 out of 5. It's done what it needed to do. It's something that I can continue using. My friend Adam recommended it. He's been using it for a while, so I'm very happy for that recommendation. If you have any hip issues, this is definitely probably your next best bet. But it does its job. I like it. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. But other than that, that's really it. That's my review. I did my first review. Okay. Well, anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. Cannot wait to see you guys in 1 month. Marathon weekend is almost here. I know we all have probably one more long run at least left, and I wish you guys all the best and see you guys in 1 month, okay? All right. Happy running.